Right, okay. Flipping coin, checking coin, keeping going. Congratulations to you, Final 8. You're here, Season 10 of the NATTS. This is the beginning of the end for this season. Of course, for some people, it might be the beginning and end of their careers. I can see some of these coaches have got great plans. Great, evil, diabolical plans if things start going epically wrong. Doesn't surprise me. We know how this goes. I do that to my teams all the time, so here you go! Final 8, first matchup here, Nurgles versus the Necro team. Eagerly awaited there, BBPN has put heavy favour here on the Necros. Of course, the 3-1 call, they all think I'm an incompetent boob. What do I know about Blood Bowl? I'm just a goblin coach. Monster Apocalypse, of course, has chosen to exceed. Exceed? Yeah, there's a good plan for it. Yes, they'll exceed at everything. Yeah, great plan, let's stick to it. They've even brought in the extra star player. Yes, they've somehow dragged, yes, you got it, Hacking Slash, because he'll actually play for this team. Because he's dead-ish. He's living challenged. 3 rerolls. He's even got the fame because he's here in his own stadium, no surprise. And nothing spectacular for Storn's team. Well, we can still call it Dave's team, but let's face it, it's not Dave's team, it's Storn's team. So, Storn's team is all set up, ready to go. Look, someday, when you get to the finals, we'll practice your name, right? He's going to hold us to that, isn't he? Bloody hell. And yes, of course, there's a beer stand, because you got to serve the very best in stadiums like this to even get them to attend. Let's get this one started. Here we go. And there we go. It's a blitz already. This is just going to make things absolutely miserable to start things up. Great. Just great.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And Nurgle, I think at this point here, is just going to pour it on in. I can keep the scores up here, but you're now facing the top tier teams pretty much in the league. You've got so much block, tackle, everything else. Well, that takes care of the chainsaw for a while. Believe it or not, it's only a stun. But at least it keeps them out of the game for 2 turns. Very surgical attack right there. And the rest of Nurgles, well, they might as well just stage things up and make life a misery. And he's bringing more of his team up here. It looks like he's decided, you know what? Let's make this a full-out scrum and put all the pressure in. Well, the Doctor is indeed in. But, yeah, like he's going to need another session of electroshock therapy by the time this game's done. If it's going to go this way. Well, ball lands way in the back end. Finally, Monster Apocalypse gets to get on with it. Well, that was the plan. Just not quite like this. Chainsaw's going to be out for 2 turns. And he figures he better get something started. Well, there's a good solid hit. Down goes that lad. Over on the flank. Yeah, you saw that right. More push me, push you. And much to his anger. Well, this is pretty much damage control. Oh, well, we'll take it. Oh, there you go. Now you've got something going. At least you hope you got something going.
Oops.
Not the way he wants to start this drive. Blows the go for it. Has to re-roll it. Well, there's one gone really early. And then, unfortunately, he goes and drops the ball. Great. Just great.
I've never been so humiliated in all my life.
You said that one. And suddenly, well, let's face it, it's a golden opportunity, and they are going to go everything they've got for it in a bag of crisps. Well, double score, there's a good way to start things up. So, already this game you can see, not all one way. It seems to be Nuffle's got a plan, and his plan is for wall-to-wall entertainment, mostly by epic fail. Great, just great, and someone else does it again. Is anything going to go right this game? You're already, by this turn, starting to feel, not for one, both coaches, because everything's epically failing up and down the field. There you go. Do you fully get them this time? Nope, that doesn't work either. The insanity and the obscenity of this game is absolutely real. Turn 2. Necros have actually managed to get the chainsaw back into the game. He's not doing anything right now, but they've got him back in the game. He ends up re-rolling that one. He's desperate to get something to work. Finally! Gets the blow in, but nothing else. Does finally get the ball. Now he's finally scrambling up the field, but he's got nothing here caging him. In fact, now he's having to desperately dodge more players away just to get some kind of coverage over here, because he's wide open and he knows it. Wide open than my sister with a brand new credit card. Anyway, didn't say it was hers. Meanwhile, carrying on. There's a solid punch down, and he's right there. Well, that's going to make life completely miserable. Getting back up over here, brings them on in. And now the frontline fury begins. Well, he shoves the zombie away because, you know, we need zombies. Stand firm, down goes the lad, and he's checking out for a while. Fluffy has decided to actually throw a block. Ah, well, here you go. Cheeky fouls going in. And did he actually get anything useful out of it? Well, he did get something out of it. He's happy.
You fail to amuse me.
Fortunately, the regeneration does kick in. Gospelette, of course, not paying attention. He figured he was already dead. It was just an adjustment to his natural state. And now Teen Wolf, well, he's not getting a sequel anytime soon this week. Necro team, turn 3. Boy, is this ever gone wrong. Well, it might be the scramble time. And the chainsaw does an absolutely great job. Does get the free injury in. And he's absolutely happy about that one. Great.
That's the last straw. Now I use my secret weapon.
As you can see there, failed regenerating, he's taking care of Fluffy. Considering Fluffy's stats, stand firm. God, that's a big change. And there's an epic fail. Is that a misclick? We can't tell. Probably was the plan, looking at his skill, break tackle. It's just rolling a 1 at the worst of times and the best of times. And he's at least managed to break the play away. But where are you going now, Sunshine? Ah, yeah, you're seeing that right. It's potato time. And, well, there goes the foul appearance. First time this game. Bought down where the other mangy mutt. He's getting back to work. And he gets himself a nice stun. Nurgle crew. Can they contain this one? Well, they've gotten themselves off to a not bad start. But now they're out Fluffy. Well, that didn't work. Doesn't have tackle, but you can see it already. No rerolls left here for the Necro team. But he's got plenty of pain. Lots and lots of pain. For he's just had a bad day. Great.
I have you now.
Okay. So, the punishment up and down the field continues. Gets the clever push maple shoe. Frees up another player. Gee, wonder where he's going. Could smell him a mile away. Solid it down, down goes the zombie. Meanwhile over here, that's one more he can take out. And there you go. Turn 4, Necro team's got 99 problems, and let's face it, most of them are this bloody Nurgle team. But he's making it. He'll take it.
That's awful. That's awful.
But he's pleased with himself. He might even recover this one. But he does have to get a play over here to try and do something. He does have the options, but how's he want to play it? Mangy Mutt getting back in. Here comes the chainsaw. And yeah, you can see his problems. He'd love to be doing something with it, but he needs to play it to actually tie people up. He can't waste time actually beating on something, which is, daring to live the dream. Mangy Mutt got back to work. There we go. Solid hit, solid punch. Can he get anything else? Well, that's a start. And now here's the great epic attempt to try to clear the mess up. And he decides not to blitz away there. Instead, here's the attack. And he even gets...
Ingenuity triumphs every time.
He's delighted with that one, and it leaves the Nurgles on turn 4. Makes the dodge away. Ah, he got him alright. There he goes. And the ball is definitely away.
You have failed me for the last time.
Problem is, he has to burn a reroll preciously there to even get the ball, and he's got no more movement left. Meanwhile, sideline battles continue. The scrums are all over the field. Yeah, the Rollers are doing quite a job keeping the 30 death machines tied up. Meanwhile, solid hit. There goes another zombie. And, well, there's all he wanted there.
You have failed this city.
Well, he was due to skull up at this point here. The way these rolls are going, I don't expect any success. Turn 5, no rerolls left in tank. He's got to get this ball back. Well, here comes the chainsaw, but is it actually doing anything? Once again, does nothing with it. It's not taking the chance. Solid 2 dice. He's got the hit. And he got him. He absolutely got him.
Shoot him now! Shoot him now!
Well, he'd love to, but he'll take the KO. Ball is free one more time. And then he trips up trying to go for the ball.
Boy, what a bunch of soreheads!
Now, thank you, Daffy. That's about absolutely correct at this point here. Nurgles back to work one more time. Well, he's got the push away, but he doesn't actually go anywhere. Meanwhile, solid punch there. And he stunned him. That's twice. Clearly, it's yet another one of those defective goblin chainsaws. It's a shame, because he's actually supposed to be a skeleton. We're ignoring this scrum, nothing's happening to it, but this is the problem here. Decides to reroll, takes the wrestle, amazingly enough. And congratulations, Nurgle, you're all out of rerolls too. And this is where the frustration levels should really begin for both teams. Necro is moving out of position, only gets a push, takes the push. And decides not to risk dodging out and getting the ball. Insane Frenzy does not get anywhere. Finally has the run. And he's got the ball. He is gone. Makes the breakaway. This could be finally it. It looks like, yes. After that crazy first turn, he might have actually recovered this. Oh, well, they're going to pursue him, that's all right.
Come back here, you widow stinkers!
And Nurgle, well, I don't think they're going to let him get this touchdown easy. No, it's really looking like he's going to try and make a try at this. Well, here it comes. Absolutely crazy, he got him, stand firm. Well, it's not standing much for him anymore. It's about as firm as I was last night, if you know what I mean. And he makes everything, gets the position on. And now, well, you go, free KO. Well, he'll take that one. Excellent job.
I'll grind your bones to make me wet.
Absolute crazy. Well, we did promise this was going to be an epic smash-up between these two teams. Turn 7, Necros got to score this, running out of players. Here it comes, Fuzzy Death Machine. It's block on block. It's a complete fail, and he fails to dodge away.
Your dream has failed.
Well, now what are they going to do? They've still got another turn to maybe recover this. But Nurgle, I don't think is going to let this one happen. Here you go. Oh, he fails that one. Block on block. It's not over till that fat halfling dies. Solid punch. And again, very defective chainsaw. Only a stun. Well, that's goblin engineering for you. There goes the mangy moth. Oh, look. He sees it. Here comes the boot. There's a solid stop in. Constable Ed doesn't even see that one.
Game over.
Not even bothering. This one's way out of the play here. Alright, desperation time here. No, not happening. It's still not happening. At turn 8, Nurgles will consider that in its own crazy way a victory. No score, it looks like, at this point, and they're still... Uh-oh, they finally got a devastating one here. This one looks like it's going to be brutal.
I have a good mind to go home. You had a good mind, you wouldn't be here in the first place.
Yeah, regeneration, no surprise, fails as usual. Well, don't worry, if you're going to complain about that, Fluffy didn't come back either. So, both teams failed the regeneration. And you got to admit, that's not the first time someone's gotten crippled. Look at this lad. Yeah, he made his. Solid punch down. Is it through? Yes, it's a stun. Frankenstein is down once more. And the Nurgles just to make... Oh, yes, you're kidding, right? One more time. Now, they got him again.
More! No, not so loud. They may hear you.
And well, that foul's gone through. Finally, Ed's had enough of that one. You are off the pitch. He is done.
And you failed.
Well, crazy half. That one was 0-0 is the so far score here. This halftime brought to you by the Referees Guild, because nothing says victory like having full pockets. Alright, lads, storming back on the field. Well, Constable Ed, he's spotted act, he's off. I don't care how ineffective you were, and I don't care if you're using a goblin chainsaw, you're off the pitch. Let's turn this one around here, because it's the Nurgles' time for offense. Now, notice here, it is quite an effective job when you really think about it, unfortunately. The Necro surprisingly came in with reserves, now they got nothing left. But admittedly, you look at this side here, they've just got in much trouble. So, doing your counting very quickly there. 10 Nurgles, that's all that's left to face this one down. But look what's facing them back. 9 Necros. Would either of you lads believe this one? Talking to all 5 of my bloody viewers today. Okay, so... there's a lot of different options he's got here. What can he actually do? Well, admittedly, quite a lot. Let's see what he can actually do here. There we go. There's the big kick. Oh, fine, more money. Well, Constable Ed's delighted about that. It's Pay the Missus Day here at the stadium. And there you go, easy touchback. That should make life a little bit easier here. Nurgles, get the touchback. Where'd the ball go? There it is, fine. Sorry, having fun trying to figure out where the ball went. There we go. Gotta love when the camera tries to follow the ball into touchback. Alright, front line, here we go. Walker's actually stunned. He's going down for a bit of a nap. And crazy as this sounds, any stun at this point is actually even critical, because that's 2 turns that player's not really taking part in the play. Yes, I know, normally you wouldn't care for stuns, but the way this one's going, anything is a critical play. Here we go, charging forward. And 2/3 or 4/5 or fuck all is done on that attack. Nurgles continue their assault on the front line. Well, that little zombie's down. He's decided to keep up a general screen. As Nurgle figures, he's got 8 turns to try and figure out where to put this thing. Son, clue for you. End zone, that way. Not like I need to tell this coach. But, his players. Yeah, we know how that works. There you go. Solid punch.
I now observed, with what horror it is needless to say, that its lower extremity was a crescent of glittering steel.
Alright, enough of that. Well, did the job. That did not do the job. Would you like to try that again? There you go. Anyone else? Unfortunately, as we all note, there is a precious reroll gone. It was his problem in the first half, it's now becoming his bane of the second half. How fast can the rerolls bleed out for both teams? But at this point, do you blame him re-rolling it? Look at the situation. He does need to get that player in position. If he's out of position, Nurgles gone. Push me, push you. Not the result he wants. Ah, well, there it is. Foul opponents one more time.
Well, that was different. Yep, lousy, but different.
And meanwhile, the camera's just keeping an eye on this one here, going, great, the insanity's continuing. Push me, push you. Neither team actually really making much progress. Crazy as this sounds, it looks like Necro might have him stifled. Of course, we'll see how long that actually lasts. There you go, solid punch down, and it's a stun. However, that serves the Necro team perfectly, because let's face it, he's stifling up the offense in that one flank. Another solid... Oh, there's a KO. Well, that's good.
Back down, you shark-livered varmint!
And that's gonna hurt. And suddenly, you can see, it's a Storm's team. He sees it. That's an opening on one side he can take advantage of, and very quickly here, the Necros are running out of maneuverability. There's a good solid hit. Oh my god, not again. Can we try this one more time? Oh god.
I got it! I got it! I got it! I ain't got it!
That might be the trip to call the game. Except for the werewolf here. He's got nothing ready to cover this situation. Solid punch down. And Nurgles trying to figure out how he's going to take advantage of this. And that's not the way to do it there, lad. Double skull into a 1 in 9. Well, he can't say it's all going one way at this point here. And because of that, he's decided he better cover the ball up one more time. Well, zombie down. And you can see he's keeping this lad here nicely anchored. Yep, it's absolute paranoia. He's going to hold on the ball one more turn. Necros, it's not over yet. But they need to get some solid punches in. And so far, that doesn't seem to be happening quite as much as they like to. Right, so moving in a better position here. Here comes the mangy mutt. It's a bit of desperation here. He's going to try and plunge in. And you saw that. It's a frenzy of push me, push yous, and he's not going to bother re-rolling that. Reminder for all, Constable N has received his gratuity. He's lucky no one else is remembered. Right into the horrible chain, and down he goes. Well, there we go. Gets rid of that player. Is that enough? That is a good question here. Solid attack here on the flank, trying to get rid of the mangy mutt. It's a push me, push you. And Necro continues to stymie the offense. Here comes another solid slug. Down goes that lad, survives. And one more, does he finally get rid of the mangy mutt? That looks like that's a stun.
Your prayers, varmint!
And we'll bring it back up here, moving into position. Nurgle hasn't broken through yet, but it might be a matter of time. But, all that said, you can see what's going on here. Calmly and patiently. That was patient as he ever gets anyway. And there's more solid push me, push you, and that still hasn't worked. Here it is, it's time for Crazy. Crazy's driving the bus. And no, that's not happening. He's going to try that one more time. Still not happening.
But I refuse to die.
Well, he's not dead, but he's stunned, but that's the last reroll, and that, as everyone could tell, was the last desperation play he had to try and stop this back here. Now here's the question. Is it enough? Can he somehow recover and stop the ball from getting in? It's, you've seen crazy happen, but he's sitting on 2 rerolls. There's a salt attack on the flank there. Uh-oh, there it goes. He's stunned for a while.
You should have turned left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it.
Another solid front line. Nurgle reckons he's got this one well under control. Oh, they're still scrumming on this flank, are they? Stun, not what he wants to see. Okay, let me rephrase it. Not what the Necros want to see. Nurgle's perfectly fine with that, because that's 2 turns this player's not getting back into the play. And now here you go. Crazy's driving the bus once again. It's pandemonium on the field. And there you go. Push me, push you, followed by push me, push you. Nothing happens. Foul appearance. And that's it. Nurgle's going to be gone at this right here. 2 dice. Double pow. Down he goes. And he meets the fury of fisting. Lots and lots of fisting. And the punishment's continuing here. And Nurgle at this point here is actually deciding to be rather calm and precise. Come on, a couple more hits. He's got another one on the front line. Down he goes. It's a stun. He'll take it at this point. And there's one more solid beatings in yet. There you go. He's making absolutely sure.
No hard feelings.
Alright. Is there a way for Necro to dig this one out? That's a real tough question, isn't it? Tries to frenzy his way out of there, block on block. Leaves him a desperation play. He dodges away. And that basically leaves Nurgle, turn 15. And he's really thinking about this one. He does decide to realize, only gets the block. That might change his thinking. And there's continual attempts here. The Necro team, unfortunately, has gotten completely isolated from the play. The last remaining players have done an exceptional job. But it's just not to be. And there it is. The score is in. And the Necro supporters are definitely celebrating over there. That's the best one I've seen all week. Good Lord. Well, is that it? That could absolutely be it right now. What? He's still got turns. I'm going to have a drink here quick. Well, it seems to have worked pretty nicely here. Necro's gotten 2 KOs back. It's 2 turns. Is it insurmountable? Well, doesn't help this KO, and he's also got one of his mangy mutts out. And then you take a look down here. Ball handle is out for the game. Can he do it, though? No rerolls. He's got the 1 fame. There's a lot of things that could go wrong at this point. And there's a lot of things that can go right at this point. Two turns. And it's just to force it into an overtime. Whether the Necro team could do it. He's got the crazy combination of players. But this is going to take something very special. But we have seen history so far in these playoffs done before here. Let's see what we get for our kickoff result today. Well, there you go. He at least gets the extra raid roll. That should make life absolutely better. Now we'll see just how much he can actually do. The crowds are going to try and do something here.
It's over 9,000!
Every block he throws at this point is a crazy risk. push me, push you, freeze a player up. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And now you can see just how crazy this is actually going to get here. Yep, Crazy is on the bus as we speak. It is departing the station. And he gets it, and he even makes the dodge away. Not bad at all, lad. And he does get the ball. Does not move the final player. Good guess on this one here. Time ran out. You start realising just how much the pressure is at this point and how long it takes to think out these crazy plays. Necromantic team getting back to work. Double skull. There's the hope. And that burns out the last reroll for the Nurgle team. Now suddenly life gets interesting. And he's bringing more players into position here. Here comes the Furious Bloodsound with the Ultra Receiver. It's a push. So that's actually a save. This is going to be tough, isn't it? You just don't see where all the disturbing presence is. That one push puts him into another disturbing presence. This is going to make life absolutely tough. But hey, live and die for the 6. Finally, solid hit. He gets some results there. Well, that should make him absolutely a lot happier.
The day is mine!
Well, we'll see. Foul appearance. One more time. At least you burned away the warning. It is the quick dive away. He does get the peel. And this is it. Here we go. Can he do it? There's the miracle throw. And he's been hit by disturbing presence. He's going to try that one again. And there's the rage coming from the coach as disturbing presence completely knocks out even the pass attempt. So there's your final result. It's your typical Nurgle game. 1-0. God, there's something you didn't quite expect on that one there. Going on to the final 4. You know, Storm's team is marching on, and we'll get your pronunciation right. You get to the finals, we'll pronounce your name right. As for Monster Apocalypse, there they go, hanging up their, furry tweezers and bunny rabbit ears, and they're going to have to march off for the next season. Alright, coming up later on, well, there's this other game going on in a different division, apparently we have to watch. And, of course, later, going on during this week, is going to be the other 3 matchups. And trust me, we'll have coverage, whether you want it or not. Nuffle, bless your dice.